Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk kind of quick on this, kind of get this video low, but I hope you guys can understand everything I'm saying. So I just got done talking to the kids with this. This is the wealth tree, and I know you might see some of these numbers. You might be, oh my goodness, man, how are you doing that? That's impossible. You know, this is me. I don't expect everybody to be able to do this. This is just how I'm doing it. So, you know, we've been doing it this way for about 2 years now. Been able to save a little bit of money, and we're getting that snowball effect going on right now, and it is really changing the way that we are looking at life, and it's a lot happier for it. Things are getting a lot less stress, and I'm going to just break into it and kind of explain the way that I've been doing it for the last 2 years, and it's been helping me out a lot. So for every dollar we spend, we're going to save a dollar. This is what I've been teaching the kids. And this is really, it gets kind of hard when you look at 40% on the bills max and 10% for the wants. Once you start having lifestyle creep, it's a lot easier to do when you're younger because you don't have kids and all this other stuff. And for me, it was like taking my lifestyle went up and went up, and then it was kind of hard to drop back down. But it is hard, but for me, it was doable. Maybe doing position increases and stuff like that, but it's doable. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go on to the save side. So we're saving. I'm putting 25% to, and then once I max this out, then I add that 25% to my other 25% for my investments on this. So what this is 25% on the bank, and then the very first thing I'm gonna max out is my emergency fund. For me, it's I got 5 kids, me and the wife, so 7. I'm saving up to 12 months. That's my comfort zone. That's where I like to be. That's going to change with everybody. You know, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years, it could be 3 months. I don't know your situation. My kids, you know, they're younger, so they don't need to have 12 months saved up because they're 8 and 10 and 16. So they're a little bit different. So everybody's situation is different. I'm gonna put that into a high yield account to kind of help me with inflation, because inflation, you know, makes your money worth less money every year typically. So then the next one's opportunity, 25% of liquid. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if I have $10,000 in assets, then I'm gonna want to have $2,500 in liquid for an opportunity. Maybe there's a car that's down on the side of the road that only needs a battery. I put a $100 battery in it. I pay $500 for the car. I got $600 in the car. I wipe up the windows. I turn around. I sell it for $2,200. Not saying I've done that here lately, but you know, that's just a good example right there. If I don't have that cash for that opportunity, I can't do that. So the next thing is the investments. Now, how do we determine an investment? The very first one, me and the kids get together and we're all talking like, well, what should number one be? We all agree that number one should be health, then skills, then assets. If we're healthy, we can gain more skills. If we can gain more skills, that allows us to acquire more assets. If we lose the assets, we can come back on our foundation, on our skills, and require more assets. While they're younger, they can do a little bit more risky stuff. Like I said, everybody's situation is different. This is not any advice. This is just me, what I was teaching my kids. All right, so next, bills. 25 or 40% max to bills. What do I mean by that, man? That's hard, right? And it is. It's very hard to get your bills to be 40% max. It's very hard. And I consider a bill anything I can budget for, 100%. So if I got 5 birthday parties, plus mine and the wife's, if we want to celebrate our birthdays, we're putting that's 7 birthday parties. I can plan for them every single month. I know they're coming, or every single year. I know they're coming. So that is a bill. If I can budget for it, it is a bill. If I know it's coming, it's a bill. Now, anything else is going to be an emergency. This emergency is not, you know, for a birthday party. That you're not pulling your money out of your emergency. This is for an emergency. Your kid breaks their leg, etc., etc. That's for an emergency. I'm not touching it. If I can budget for it, it's a bill. All right. So then I'm going to go to wants. You know, car stereo, rims, watch. That's all one. So on here, what is inflation? Inflation is making your dollar gets weaker over time. So a bottle of pop is going to cost me $1 today. It's going to cost me $1.20 or more, you know, as time goes on. My kids and I, we just did a funny, or not a funny, but we just did we just did something with gasoline, kind of backtracked and seen gasoline, and gasoline doubled about every 20 years. So 20 years ago, gasoline was worth half of what it, or gasoline cost half of what it did now. 20 years from that, it costs half of what it did then. So it kind of doubles every 20 years. Not to say that's what's going to happen in the future, but gasoline on an average has been doubling every 20 years. So your dollar has technically been getting weaker by, half every 20 years. And from the past to now. It could be different in the future, could be worse, could be better, but that's what it's been doing in the past. What's an asset? An asset's anything that puts money into your pocket, and a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick thing. I know these two are hard, but it is what it is. We've been doing this for 2 years. It's doable. It is hard sometimes. It's like, man, but it is what it is. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys do like videos like this, if you guys got any comments, if you guys got any questions, on this stuff, then subscribe below and comment, let me know. But until next time, if you guys like these little quick videos, definitely let me know, because, otherwise I'm going to continue making the ones of the kids, and, they're going to be up here drawing, yelling and stuff, and, I got kids opening and shutting the doors. So if you like videos of not them kind of distractions and just me hurrying up and running through it as quick as I can, talking like a speed racer. I could talk a lot faster, but I'm trying not to. Dial it down a little bit. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.